So recently I've been working on this 3D printed robot project, and I had an interesting problem happening when slicing the STL file. This silver looking part in there, you can see daylight between it and the frame and down through there. There's supposed to be a base across there that it sits on, and for some reason whenever I slice in Slic3r, the Prusa edition, or their Prusa slicer, their simple one, it leaves that out. We're in 3D Builder right now. This is the STL file. As you can see, the base I'm talking about is like this little area down in here is there. And if you're familiar with 3D Builder, if there was anything wrong with this file, it would be outlined on a red line. You wouldn't be able to do anything until it had repaired it. So this program thinks it's fine. And then I took a look at it in Flash Print, which is a Flash Forge type thing. And there it is. It has it, and it will slice it with it in there. So Flash Print likes it, thinks there's nothing wrong with it. But when I go to this particular one, where it'd be in the Slic3r, the Prusa edition, and I've got it in a view where we can bring it up. Here it starts that whole gearbox thing, but you can see it never does. Right there it should be doing the flat platform. This whole area here should be bridged solid as a base for the next part to sit on, this part. And for whatever reason, all the Prusa slicers leave that part out, even though the file would appear to be manifold and would appear to be okay in other programs. So just to check it, I went into Cura, and they don't have an MK3 profile already loaded that I've been able to find anyway, and this is the latest edition of Cura. But using the MK2, I found will print on the MK3 machine, and here I've again got it at that point. We can see it puts in that base. Now it's starting to build the next part, which sits on that. So it's kind of important that it's there. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not quite sure what the problem is. And this one up here that I just showed you was printed using the Slic3r, the Prusa edition, and that's why that whole base that I'm talking about, that middle part should be sitting on, is missing. And basically there was a big wad of noodles in there from the bottom of this part failing because there was nothing for it to sit on. But I salvaged the part. But I took this one that I just sliced in Cura using the MK2 profile, and it's printing right now on the MK3, my Black Beauty. As you can see, it's printed the base part that we're talking about. No matter what side I go on, that's gonna move. You can see it printed it just fine and started building the next part that sits on that just fine. So I just found it rather odd. I don't really know why the Slic3r programs leave out a whole piece of the STL file, which is a very simple bridge. It just bridges a base and gives me an area to build an internal part on. And for some reason, who knows why, their slicer doesn't like it and leaves it out. Now I know all slicers are different, and all slicers give you different quality depending on the file, so it must be incredibly complicated how slicers work. But it's really bizarre that whole piece, that little platform, a simple bridging function, gets left out, and then it tries to just print the part that's supposed to be sitting on that. Anyway, just thought I'd share an oddity.